Well. Hello there, my people. Hello. Okay, so I wasn't really planning on going live this morning, but there is something that happened to me when I was at the grocery store, and I want to talk about it because I feel like it is it is something that in my case will never go away. It's something that I will always be asked. It's something that will always be questioned. It's something that will always be an issue. And that's of nobody's fault, because I feel like the way society is, the way things have been going and all that, I mean, it happens, okay? So let me tell you guys this story, and then we're going to actually talk about it, because I think that I want to just kind of actually dive into this subject. And actually on the YouTube as well, I have been questioned, like, are you black? What are you mixed with? All that stuff. So I'm just going to go ahead and I'm just going to put this video out there and answer these questions that people may have of me. Okay, so I was in the grocery store, and I'm just, shopping, doing whatever it is you do when you're looking for groceries or whatnot. And there's a guy who comes up to me, and he's like, excuse me, and I'm like, if you hear noise, somebody back there. And the guy comes up to me, and he's like, excuse me, and I'm like, yes. And he's like, do you speak Spanish? And I was like, no. And then he's like, are you black? And I'm like, yes. And keep in mind, he is a dark complected black man, so he's a black man. And I go, yes, I'm black. And then he goes, oh, you're a different shade than I am. You're not the same color as me, or you're not the same shade as me. And I didn't know how to respond. Like, I just kind of smiled, because I looked around, and I'm like, I felt like, I was like, is this a joke? I'm like, you live in you've never seen a person of a different shade of black. So, and he was like dead serious though. Like, I don't know. He was like dead serious. Now, he did have a little bit of an accent, so maybe he was from somewhere else, but I feel like it's 2017. I feel like people done seen it all, unless you're like living in a box or something. I don't know. So I'm sitting there, and I'm just like, it kind of just wowed me in a way, because I was like, I don't know if he was like, I felt like he was serious, but then again, I was like, really? Like, you never see anybody of a different shade of black? And so that was quite interesting, and it just made me really think. And this is something that it used to irk me a lot of times when it irks me a lot of times when somebody would come to me and ask me, oh, what are you? Or they would question me, or they would question my blackness, or question, based off of my skin color and my hair tone or my eye color. Like, they just figure, oh, well, you're not fully black. You're obviously mixed with something. And and you guys know, I did a video on the whole, like, when guys call me light skin or yellow or high yellow or high whatever. When people call me that, I can't fucking stand it. I don't like it. I don't respond to it. I am not my skin color. You know what I'm saying? But it's something that I have dealt with since being even a child. Like, being a kid has always been also too, like, people wanted to know, like, what do you mix with? Why are you so pale? Like, I told you guys a story about how somebody was like, oh, your hair is nappy for a light skinned girl. Like, I just don't understand. And I can't say that it's anybody's fault, or that people feel some type of way when they look at me and they feel like, because my skin tone is a certain way, like, that's just something that society has created, especially within the black community. I mean, it's been going on for some years now, where people have been, y'all know, we don't really have to dig too deep into that. I had my breakfast, cold oats with blueberries and some honey and almond milk. Yeah, you guys, I'm a healthy nut. I eat pretty healthy. But it just kind of like, it kind of shakes me. So a lot of people are like, well, what are you mixed with, Eunice? Of course, there is some mixture in here, okay? But this is like great grandparents, and of course there's some mixtures in there. I've talked to my grandmother, and there's mixtures of others, of white and stuff like that, like great grandparents, and but I was raised black. I mean, I want to say my most dominant gene is black. So, I mean, I was raised black. Yes, there are mixed parts of me, of course. That's something that I'm not going to sit up there and deny. There are mixed parts of me. But I was raised black. I am black. Like, that's what I identify as. That's what I am. That's what I am. Okay? I'm not biracial. Like, my mom is not white and my dad is not black. I would say my parents both have some mixtures in there, of course. But one is not like, I'm not biracial. If anything, I guess you can call it like multiracial or whatever. But I identify as black. Like, we don't, and you know what the thing about it is too, is that it's not something that is easy to explain. A lot of times people want you to fall into one category, or they want you to go through a laundry list of like what you are and who you are. And a lot of times too, people try to put you into one box. Like, okay, well, you're black, but you don't look black, or you don't have the characteristics of what a black person looks like. I mean, and I hate that shit too, because I'm like, what does it matter? Like, what does it matter? Like, I don't get it. Like, why do you have to just be one thing? Like, why does it have to be like one thing and that's what you are? Like, it just puts you into a box. Like, when you check those little boxes, like ethnicity, and it's like, what are you? Black, Hispanic, white, Chinese, whatever. Like, they have you go through all that, and you have to like check mark what you are, non-Hispanic. Like, I mean, it's just, I don't know, y'all. It drives me crazy, but it's something that I've learned to deal with, and not to get like too upset about it, because I just have to realize that other people don't all think the same as I do, and a lot of times people sometimes are just curious as well. And it's a question that comes up a lot. You know, I get that what are you question. That's another question I freaking can't stand. What are you? You know, I get so much craziness when it comes to that. But like I said, I don't feel any type of way about it. I try not to, you know, I mean, I am who I am, you know, like, I can't go back into the womb and choose my skin color or my hair type or, you know, my eye color or how tall I am. Like, you are who you are, you know, and I feel everybody is beautiful, no matter what race, what color, what skin tone, whatever it is. You're all beautiful and unique in your own way. And I just really don't like how that happens a lot of times, you know, just, you know, because I don't think like that. I don't know, like, when I see somebody, the first thing that comes to my mind is not what are you, or like, I rarely have a thought like that. I mean, unless you probably look like super exotic or something, but I don't really care. Like, it's not something that's in the forefront of my mind. I don't care, like, you know. But yeah, y'all, so that was kind of interesting this morning for me, and it just really makes me think. Sometimes when things like that happen, it just really makes my mind turn, and I start to think a little bit. Like, you know, you just really can't control what other people think of you, and it's just really, I was like, I know how to get them. I know how to pull them, huh? I just get all types of craziness, like, my way. And that's just like also how this is too. Okay, a long time ago, I had a guy, right? And he was like, oh, I would never date a dark-skinned woman, and, you know, I would never date a dark-skinned woman. I don't like dark-skinned women, you know. And I was like, what? Like, and to me, I felt insulted, because my sisters are dark complected, my mother is dark complected, my father is brown complexion. Like, I felt insulted because it's where I come from and it's me, you know what I'm saying? So I told him, I said, well, if you don't like a darker complected woman, then you're not gonna like me. And he was kind of shocked by me saying that, and because I feel like that is me. Like, I come from that, and you don't like that part, and that's what I come from. And keep in mind, he was of a darker complexion. Okay, so that was a little bit more of, I guess, how he felt about himself. But I was like, well, if you don't like somebody of a darker complexion, then you can't be with me. You know what I'm saying? Because that, to me, that was a red flag. And to me, that's more of like, you know, if you don't like a dark skinned person, you don't like me. Because I come from that. Like, that is me. Like, that's how I felt, you know? I don't know if you guys can quite get that. That's a bit, I don't know if you can quite get that. But, you know, I will never ever have anybody come to me and disrespect that part of me, or, you know what I'm saying? And then you never know. Genetics are crazy. You never know what you're gonna get, boo. Like, you never know what you're gonna get. Messing around, you have a baby with me, I come out having a chocolate baby. You never know. You know what I'm saying? It's so funny too, because people do that crap too. Oh, I'm gonna have a baby with this type of person, so my baby will come out with this type of hair, or my baby will come out with this type of skin tone. Like, cut it out, yo. Do you hate yourself that much to where you're trying to create what you want? Genetics are crazy as hell. You don't know what you gonna get. You don't know what you gonna get. Sometimes genetics skip generations, all that type of stuff. So you think just because, and you don't fully know what's in somebody's background. So you think, oh, because he look a certain way, or she look a certain type of way, I'm gonna have a baby with her, and the baby will come out looking opposite of what you wanted. Then what? What you gonna do? You gonna hate the baby, or because you hate yourself? Yo, get the fuck out of here. I can't stand that too. I don't like that either. Oh, I'm gonna have a baby with a light skinned man. Seriously? You guys, it's hilarious. Like, this shit will never get old. But all in all, I'm not gonna go too long with this. I'm probably gonna end this live here because there's not too many people watching. You guys aren't. There's only one person watching. But all in all, I love me for me, and I love being a black woman. I mean, I have no shame in that, and I don't hide it, or I don't, you know, cover it up, and I'm not like, I don't do any of that. I am what I am, and I own it, and I'm proud of it. So just a little something to talk about this morning that was on my mind and that happened. So with that being said, I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna end this live here. It is 9:29 in the morning, and today is also my 5-year anniversary on YouTube. Well, you know what, I think this channel is a little bit less than 5 years, but I've been on YouTube over 5 years, because I had another channel before this one, so we're just gonna round it off and say 5 years. And if you guys haven't seen the video, it's up, so go ahead and check that out. And I'm gonna go ahead and I'm going to try to eat my breakfast, my little healthy breakfast, and good stuff, y'all. Good stuff. If you haven't never tried cold oats before, good stuff. I just put oats, almond milk, honey, and blueberry in here. I used to put banana, but I used to sit it overnight, and the banana would be all soggy and icky in the morning, so I usually eat the banana on the side. But I just love this. It fills me up, and it's good for you, you know, and it's healthy. So I like cold oats. And I'm not a big, like, morning person, like, eater, a morning breakfast person, so I try to like eat stuff that's kind of like lightweight, not too much, because I can't eat like bacon and stuff. Well, anyways, I'm vegetarian. Anyways, if you guys don't know, vegetarian over here. So, and I think I need to make a video on that as well. But anyways, I'm rambling. I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna go. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you guys in a later video.